Hello there, and welcome to Reading with Robert. Today's book is A Father Like That by Charlotte Zolotow. Let's get started. I wish I had a father, but my father went away before I was born. I say to my mother, "You know what he'd be like?" "What?" she says. "If he were here, we'd leave the house together every day. We'd walk to the corner together, and he'd go left to work, and I'd go right to school. So long, kiddo, till tonight," he'd say. When he'd come home at night, I'd meet him at the door. He'd put his arm around me and say, "We made another day, the two of us," and we'd both laugh. He'd make coffee for you and for him, and we'd make you sit down with him before dinner. After dinner, we'd all do the dishes together instead of just you and me, and I'd do my homework. When I got stuck, he'd show me how. And pretty soon he'd say, "Hurry up so we can play a game of checkers before bedtime." But at bedtime he'd say to you, "Oh, just one more." When I'd be sick in bed, he'd bring me home a new book and tell you to lie down while he sat with me and cheered me up. He'd bring home good jokes from the office and say, "Hey kiddo, have you heard this?" And I'd tell it to all the kids the next day. He'd rather go down to the store and have a Coke with me than sit around having a beer with some other fathers. He'd never call me sissy if I cried. He'd just say, "Never mind, kiddo, you'll feel better later on." He would come to me at night when I had nightmares and talk to me. He'd never show off about what a good father he was at parent-teacher meetings. And if Miss Barton told him I talk in class, he'd say, "Why sure, all boys do." And no matter what happened, he'd be on my side when things went wrong, even if sometimes he had to say it was really my fault. When something bad happened, I could always talk to him. His voice would be very low, and when he was angry, he would speak slowly and be kind. He'd know all of my friends by name and ask something sensible like, "How's your dog?" He'd never joke about me to my friends or say, "Break it up, boys," to send them home. He'd understand why I don't want to wear that green shirt, and he'd say to you, "You were never a boy. You don't know." He would wrestle with me, and when I wanted, he wouldn't mind if I pounced on him a bit. We'd listen to the double headers together on TV. When you'd say, "Turn it down," he'd smile and say, "If we make it lower, we won't hear." And all the while, I'm telling this to my mother. She is sewing very fast. "I'll tell you what," she says when I stop talking. "I like the kind of father you're talking about. And in case he never comes, just remember, when you grow up, you can be a father like that yourself. The end. Moral of the story is, family, that sometimes we don't get all the breaks in life, and that's okay, because what we don't get, we can earn and we can make. I love you all very much, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more fun.